Alright guys, congratulations on making it this far. So you're going to need an H pencil, 2B, 3B, or 6B pencil. I'm using a Prismacolor 6B. Then you're going to need an eraser, regular pencil eraser could do, and you need eraser to soak up that lead if you overshade too much. Then you're also going to need tissue for blending those colors. Regular napkin could work, and that's it. Let's go. Okay, so what I'm doing here, I'm using the light pencil to lightly build up, and then I'm using a napkin to just blend it and taking my time. Of course, this is sped up, but pause the video if you need to follow along. So on your screen, you'll notice that I have a diagram, which is the chiaroscuro sphere. We can use that as a guide. Now if you look closely to your right, you will see that there are 5 different shades. I want you to imagine that those are 5 different pressures that you'll be pressing on your pencil or trying to achieve by darkening the circle to match these areas. So it's very simple to understand. So 1 is the brightest area, 2 the second lightest, and then 3 so forth and so forth. So all you need to do is observe what I'm doing and look back, or maybe take a screenshot at the chiaroscuro sphere and use that as your guide. The rest you can just follow along after you learn the techniques in this video. Enjoy. So you're gonna notice a pretty cool technique that I will be using here, which is using an extra piece of paper that has a sharp edge as a mask, so that I could ensure I have a sharp edge when I erase. So all you have to do is just cover the area that you want to protect, which is the mask, and then erase the amount that you have showing to have a sharp edge. Of course, this works for the cylinder or any object that has a sharp edge. And you can also make your own mask by cutting out more organic or rounded shapes to wrap around an object that has round edges to protect the pencil. So just thought I would mention that technique here. You can also use paper to protect your hand from smudging your artwork if you're moving around in different areas of your work. So as you can see here, I have filled up a sheet to show you an example of how to practice shading your work so that you can give more dimension to your illustrations. And it's good to practice on paper, of course. These are my examples that I'm showing you, because this can be translated over digitally, and having the foundations down is definitely going to help you out. So in your free time, put down some 3D shapes, use an arrow, point it in the direction you imagine the light coming from, and then shade it accordingly. And that way you will build up your vocabulary and knowledge of shading. You'll get better as you continue practicing. I'll see you in the next video where we'll be covering facial expressions.